What's up, gamers?
That's not.
What's up, gamers?
What's up, gamers?
I really hate those videos. What's up, gamers? Got some little news for ya.
Well, today we're going to discuss Pokemon, and specifically why set rotation isn't very good.
It is not good.
In Yu-Gi-Oh! Compared to Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
It's just one of the many reasons Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a superior card game to Pokemon in every way.
I actually
Really like Force of Will.
I like Card Fight Vanguard.
That guy's hair is freaking weird, dude.
Oh my god.
The freaking protagonist. Dude. It's
Yeah.
like, it's okay. Wait, no, we should probably like, what's
Yeah.
up, Yugi tubers? What's up, Yugi Nation?
What's up, Yugi Nation? Alright, so the first point we want to make on this set rotation is when there's like a limited like window of time where like this pack to this pack is legal in tournaments, and it kind of like rotates and moves like a evil money grabbing wave along.
It is a little evil and a little devilish, and a lot of Nintendo fanboys like making ridiculous arguments for it. Let me see here. What's a ridiculous argument though?
A little ridiculous summary. We'll get to that, alright?
Okay.
So the first point we want to make is that it limits deck creativity and deck variety.
Yes. So pretty much, the problem with standard. Frick. Now I was thinking some.
Problem is, what's the meta like in Pokemon right now?
The meta is actually, it's kind of like what's happening in Yu-Gi-Oh! To where there's only 1 to 2 decks that are ruling. But that's kind of the problem with Pokemon is there's not really much variety in decks. You usually in Pokemon you just see like 1 to 3 decks max of like top decks, and you could be like, whoa, this deck's entirely different because it has one different Pokemon in it. It has one different. No, it's not really that different. It's pretty much if like your main engine's just like right now it's Garbodor or something like that.
Yeah.
That's breaking the game. And you know what's the cool thing about, you know what the nice thing about Yu-Gi-Oh is though?
What?
They'll most likely ban the card in Yu-Gi-Oh. So, but don't worry, Garbodor won't be in trouble anymore in 2 years. So,
well, my problem with it is that you can't dig into cards in the past.
Oh, you can't.
And you can't like find, this card is like, you can't like find a My Body from like 8 years ago and be all like, I'm gonna just stick this in my deck. No, it has to be like the new My Body or whatever.
Yeah. So like that means pretty much like, let's say like you're a kid, like, oh man, I collect all these awesome Pokemon cards. I can at least make a deck, this hodgepodge deck to at least have fun. You know, just go to a local standard tournament. Oh, sorry, no, you can't use those cards because they're banned. Wait, are they banned? Are they like OP? No, they're too old. Oh,
they're too old. It's like your grandpa. What if they like just start kicking out old people?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like the model industry in a way. It's like
Standards is like the model industry.
It's like Pokemon's like we need the newest models. We need the newest. They don't have
freshest models.
They don't have respect for MILFs, and that's where Yu-Gi comes in. They respect MILFs, GILFs, and DILFs. You know,
I feel like in Pokemon there's like also less variety like in general because half your deck is made up of energy, and there's like less tech choices. But I feel like that's also like much more prevalent when you consider like you can't grab like a pointer of the Red Lotus, which had one printing 8 years ago, put it into your deck, which is actually making splash right now.
Oh, actually, do you know that Dragon decks are going to be on the down low in Pokemon now because of standard actually?
Oh yeah?
Because I think the double Dragon energy is going to be out of rotation, which made Dragon decks good. Someone that gets it out of rotation is like, oh, now there's even less variety, guys. Oopsies.
But they could reprint it.
Yes, they could reprint it, but
that's just gonna keep.
It's like a prayer. It's like, oh,
it's like maybe you'll reprint the one card I need for my deck to be good.
Possibly.
Like with the deck keeps cycling, you keep like having to lose cards.
Yeah. So like, let's say like even if you take like a year off of Pokemon, like not all your cards are most likely gonna get like set out or whatever, rotated out, but most likely a few of them are, and you're gonna have to be like, oh, I'm not gonna buy new trainers.
Like, I think it's healthy to leave Yu-Gi-Oh for like a year and then come back if you're getting like kind of burnt out.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you're leaving Pokemon, it's gonna be a lot hard to get back in. because it's just easier to leave Pokemon permanently.
Yeah, you're gonna
your
have
deck's
to.
gonna be irrelevant in 2 years.
Yeah,
Like your deck's gonna be irrelevant in Yu-Gi-Oh too, but at least you can play it. At least you can figure things out with it.
But then some might say the argument: what happened if it's banned? There's the possibility, but they don't really ban much cards, really.
They're not gonna ban everything.
Yeah, it's not like your whole deck's like, oh, frick, they just banned my Lost World. Everybody, they banned my Sabersaurus, everybody.
Well, what card in my Gravekeeper's deck can be banned?
I don't know, I think UA's is overpowered.
Oh yeah, is it?
It is.
Is it UA's overpowered? People say that Yu-Gi-Oh has like a set rotation because like cards get banned in and out, and like they only ban they don't ban the new stuff.
It's like if that was true, they would ban every single card.
People will say like traditional is a ban list, right?
Yeah.
That if you take all the cards that are in the past and put them in traditional, it's gonna be just like.
It's just if you get rid of standard, then the ban list will pretty much make it the same thing. No,
No,
it will not. The problem with that is
the problem is that not every card is overpowered.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like, all right, I remember someone had an argument. They're trying to say that.
Oh yeah, somebody.
Not gonna name.
Not gonna name names.
But they do have a. I was gonna say, something about their nose, but that joke's so stupid now. That if you take away standard, then pretty much the ban list will make it standard again, which is pretty false, dude.
Because if there's a ban list in expanded too.
Yeah.
So if there's a ban list in expanded, what's the point of standard?
Yeah. Like, even okay. So the thing I don't really get is if you put like a ban list in. Okay, let's say we take away standard altogether. And let's say like we made a ban list, how exactly would that make it standard again? Would they go back and be like, oh man, this base set Charizard is very overpowered, 4 energy to freaking do 100 damage when all the cards nowadays do way more damage and for less energy. So that argument is false in my opinion. Pretty much if I don't understand when people say, oh, if this deck's really overpowered because if this card's in expanded right now, so if you take away standard, then this card will be back in and it'll be really overpowered. Ban it then. If that one card's really overpowered, ban it.
That one example is keeping you from expanded.
Yeah, like, oh man, this card it would break the game. Oh, that's weird. It's like banning a card like Pokemon have done in the past, which they actually did ban the card in expanded too. The card I was talking about.
Another thing that I like bringing up that I don't know if it has some merit, but cards won't really keep their worth over like long periods of time.
Yep. I actually can. So pretty much, really popular card back. Actually, it's really recent was Shaman. Used to cost like about $70 for just for a full art one.
Yeah.
And what's the price right now? It's like probably $30 now because. It lost its value because it's not in standard anymore. So it's a trash card pretty much. Unless you're a collector. I actually collected Pokemon cards, but it's like the value is like way down now. It's like
and it sounds like it's not a big deal, but like collecting and value is a really big deal in like any card game.
It is pretty much
because card games are expensive.
Yeah.
Like even if people say, "Oh, this game is like $100 more expensive," it's like it's still gonna cost you a pretty penny if you want a good deck.
Yeah.
And that good deck's gonna be irrelevant in a few years.
See, the one thing I like about Pokemon is like the decks are really cheap, but it's like you're it's kind of like you're borrowing time.
Yeah. Like nothing you have. If you buy a Zodiac deck, some of the cards are gonna be banned, but Zodiac as an engine, like Ram's not gonna get banned.
Yeah, like for example, it's kind of like if you buy a used car. This used car is way cheaper, but it's been used quite a bit. So it's gonna be breaking down in a year or two.
Well, I think about it like sending the same amount of price for to rent a car.
Ooh, that's pretty true. Yeah. I guess it's kind of like would you rather rent this car? Would you rather rent a car for $100 or like buy a car for like twice the price? But you get to rent the car for 2 years instead of it's kind of like that. What else is there?
I think it's just up to that. That there's no real reason to have to have set rotation, and that it's a scam.
It is a scam. The biggest point
You've
is
been waiting so long to
it's
talk about
a scam. It's a scam.
I'll let you go to that then.
So the problem with standard is, what's the real point? The main thing is like it keeps the game fresh.
Fresh and interesting.
How? Can you name how? I think adding new cards would probably make it fresh.
Yeah.
And like, what's like more fresh? Like, oh yeah, sweet. I get to play this. Like, I get a new set came out, and only cards I can play are 2 years ago. That's really fresh. These are the only cards that matter. Is the freaking god dang it. The problem. There's like no reason for standard, like at all. I don't understand why people say it's makes it fresh. Like, ooh, a standard makes it fresh. Making it so I can only play cards from 2 years ago, that's really fresh because we take away the old and in with the new.
Yeah, that's another thing. I think power creep is like a better set rotation, quote unquote, because at least you can still play them. At least that's a good like rogue pick.
It is. Like,
oh my god,
so
Zodiac's become rogue.
That's pretty bad, man. Like, because like the problem is like, so pretty much it's like, so what would you rather have? Like, what sounds like more fresh? Like, it's kind of like if
everything with like new carrot, like you have a big stew and it has all these ingredients. Would you rather add a carrot or take out a cucumber and then add a carrot?
I don't know if this is, here's a better example of my opinion. So like, all right, so hey, we're getting a new Xbox 720, all right, and here's all these new games that come with it. Can we play the old Xbox One or Xbox 360? No, you can't. Why? That's old. It's not fresh.
It's not as fun. Do you want to win?
Yeah. You want to have fun, kid? He's like, yeah. Well, let big old Daddy Nintendo. You can't question Daddy Nintendo.
Let big old Daddy Nintendo tell you what's fun. What's fun is spending more money.
Us Daddy Nintendo are making the Xbox 720. I don't know. But we probably should have not did whatever. But still, yeah, like, there's like another point is, I think people don't call it a scam because like Daddy Nintendo's doing it because Daddy Nintendo can never do anything wrong. Can anyone name like a logical reason like to why there's a standard? Keeping a game fresh.
I can think about how Daddy Nintendo makes things. There's a logical reason for standard.
Oh, why?
I can only imagine.
Oh.
It's just off the top of my head.
Yeah. Fun!
Oh,
it's fun!
In the bank account.
Yeah, fun. Yeah. Cause oh boy, I really love buying those new Pokemon set. I can't wait to burn them in 2 years because they'll be worthless. I guess they'll have like some value, but they'll be like half the value of what they were.
Probably not even. But. So that's why we think set rotation is a scam. Why do you think set rotation is a scam?
Please leave a comment, but don't forget to like it up, baby.
And subscribe.
Yeah. Dude, wait, no, hold on. I gotta show you like my best pickup line I ever thought of.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
My best pickup line. Hey, are you a hold on. Hey, little girl. Hey.
Little girl. Okay. You're at the team house.
Yeah. Are you a YouTuber? Cause you sure look like a cutie pie.
You know, I just realized, tangenting off of that, I realized we've been complaining about Pokemon for the past, like, minutes, and I have this in my back.
No, like, okay, we can all agree that Pokemon makes the best video games.
Yeah, they have better games than anything else.
Yeah. I think the way you can kind of judge it probably is... Like, there's like a general, probably a general way to rank it. Pokemon has the best video games, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has the best card game, Digimon probably has one of the best animes, even though I think probably GX is probably a little bit better than them. Also, I think we can all agree that Pokemon has the worst anime. I don't like how it follows Ash. That's kind of dumb. He's kind of.
Well, we're gonna leave before this becomes an argument. Bye.
No, you're. I'm going to the dark side. I'm going to Pokemon TCG now to waste. Daddy Nintendo really likes money.